Okay, fine. So this is the first 15 minutes candle. We have to just consider that. And what we have to do is we have to draw a horizontal line. When this first 15 minutes candle is completed, after that you have to draw two lines. One I have drawn touching the highest point, and another one I'll make touching the lowest one. So this complete range is known as open range because this is the opening candle of the day according to 15 minutes time frame. And we have decided the range. So whenever I'll get a closing out of this range, either on the downside or either on the upside. If the closing is on the downside, I'll go for sell. If my closing is on the upward side, I'll go for a buy. For example, see this position here. I got a closing out of this range on the downside. So I will go on the sell side. So when I will sell, when I'll get a candle which has closed out of this range. So this is not the candle which has closed out of the range. This is the one. So when this candle will be completed, at the low of this candle, I'll go for a sell. For example, see here, this is the low, right? So below this point, I'll go for a sell point. I'll go for a sell. And my SL will be this candle. Okay. Because this is the candle which has which has came out of the range. So this will be my SL. And target will be 0.5% will be your first target. Second target you can keep 1%. Till now everything is clear. Just tell me yes, and I'll tell you one more time for buy scenarios.
Can you please repeat the SL?
SL will be the breakout candle. See, this is the candle which has given a
Okay.
breakout, right?
So the breakout candle high will be SL, right?
Yeah.
And it does it matter what is the color of first candle? It's the red candle, right?
No,
Uh,
color. Yeah, color does not matter. For same
okay.
side, what we follow is the rule is that our stop loss should be of 1%. Okay.
Okay.
If the breakout candle is giving us less than 1%, we will avoid.
Okay.
The SL should be of 1%. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And your first target will be 0.5%, second target will be 1%. After that, you can trail. Okay, yeah, one more time Amit Jain is telling. Sir, see, this is the first 15 minutes candle. On the high, I have drawn one line. On the lower of that, I have drawn one line. So this complete thing is my open range. I need a closing out of this. Either it should be on the buy side or it should be on the sell side. So whenever I'll get a closing, for example, see this case, I got a closing on the sell side, that is on the downward side. So I will go for a sell. So whenever I get a candle which has closed out of the range, so this is the candle which has closed out of the range. So when this candle will be completed, so this is the low of this candle. So on the low, I can go for a sell. Okay, my SL will be 1%, or you can keep half of this range. That is, this is the complete range, and half of this you can keep as your SL, or 1% you can keep as your SL. And your first target will be 0.5%, second target will be 1%. Generally, what I do is I book 60% of my quantity at 0.5% profit, and remaining quantity I leave it for bigger targets. Got it? If I have bought 100 stocks and I have entered on the sell side, after 0.5%, I will book 60% of my quantity, and 40% of my quantity I leave it for bigger targets. Okay? That is how I do trading. So you can also practice that and you'll also get it. So we'll see one more scenario before we move to the next topic. Okay, I'll delete these lines now. In the group, Vinod sir can explain you in a better way. I'll just give you a short idea of what it is. So this is the first 15 minutes candle. I'll draw a horizontal line here and I'll do one more horizontal line. So this is my open range now. I got a closing out of this on the buyer on the upward side. Okay, so here is the candle which has closed on the upward side, and I'll enter this trade somewhere here. But in this case, see, this was in sideways movement, so I will not get my SL nor I'll get my target. So the only condition we require in this that stock should be in good movement, then you'll get your targets. If the stock goes in sideways, then nor you'll get your target nor you'll get your stop loss. Okay, so this is one example. here the stock was in movement. Here it went into sideways, so you will not get your target or SL. So this is the first 15 minutes candle. Here I'll make the open range. This is it, and here it is one. So this is complete thing is my open range. I got a closing on the buy side, that is on the upward direction. So this is the candle which has closed out of the range. So high of that, whenever the high will be broken, I'll get on the buy side. My SL could be 1% or half of this range. And my first target will be 0.5%. Second target could be 1%, or you can trail it. But at 0.5%, you have to book some profit. Yes, sir, you have to only consider the opening candle, 15 minutes. That is, the candle will be completed at 9:30, and whenever you are getting a closing after that, you have to enter. Yes, you have to do it in the opening only. So this is the open range strategy, sir. First, yeah.
Is there any way to identify these moving stocks rather than sideways stocks?
Fine, fine. Yesterday, Vinod sir has shared a screener with you, right?
Oh, that's what I was not there.
You are in the group, ma'am. You are not in the group.
No. That day, the training day, I was not
Training
there.
day, leave the training day. After the training session, Vinod sir have shared the
Yes,
screeners
yes,
in the group. So in those
yes.
screener, there is one screener for open range strategy. In that strategy, if you will open that after 9:30, you will only get the stock which have the movement, which has
Okay,
given this kind of scenarios. Okay, ma'am.
okay.
Vinod
Yeah,
sir will explain
thank
you how to use that screener later. Okay.
Sure. Yeah,
Sure, now
thank
I
you.
have completed the strategy. So remaining doubts you can clear in the groups. Okay. If you will ask your doubt, Vinod sir will definitely explain, but you have to ask your doubts to get it clarified. Fine. So today we are here for discussing three phases of market. That is one of the most important, and if you understand that, half of your trading you can do it. It is all based on psychology, and I'll tell you how you can apply that and how you will do better trading according to that. So three phases of market are nothing but these three. I hope everyone is able to see the screen and my voice is also clear on your side. Somebody say yes and we'll start. Okay, fine, Ravi. So this is three phases of market. First is our trend phase, then contraction phase, then expansion phase or pullback. For expansion, we also use word pullback. So this is nothing but synonym of each other. Okay, expansion or pullback is nothing but they are same. So trend phase, contraction phase and expansion phase. We'll move to the examples now. See, whenever a stock is moving, it will have three movements. For example, see here, the stock has started a upward move. It has gone up, then there was some halt and there was no movement here. Only in small range the stock was moving in zigzag. Then it went in a downward side, then again it went and made a new high. So from here it started, halted here, then then went in downward direction before going up, and then again it went in a higher side, and again it halted there and stayed there for some time. Then again it went in the downward side, and again it made a new high, and again it got halted, and a similar way it went down, and again it went in the upward side. From here, if you see, it has went down, and in the similar way, when a stock is going down, it will go down, it will halt for some time, go towards up, and then again it will come down. It will halt for some time, it will again go in the upward opposite direction. So see, from here to here it was in upward trend. So this complete portion is against the main trend. So the main trend here is upward. I'm just speaking about this part, and this small portion, if you see, this is against the trend. Okay, this is the main trend, upward direction. When the stock is going in downside, that is against the trend. We'll talk about this later. Just see for now, just keep in your mind, this is the main trend from here to here, and when the stock is going in the downward direction, that is against the trend. Okay, in the similar way, if the stock is going down, it went till here, then it was halted, then it went against the trend, then again it went down, and then you'll see a movement which is against the trend. So main trend here is from this point till this here it is downtrend. So if the stock is going in the upward direction, that is against the trend. Okay, and it had again continued in the similar manner. So this is how a stock normally moves. Okay, there is no rough and tough rule that it will only move like this, but generally a stock, when it is trending, when the stock is trending, it is showing these kind of movements. When the stock is in sideways, these rule will not follow. Okay, we'll start with trend phase now. Okay, so how to identify a trend phase? In trend phase, you'll see big candles. Okay, I'll show you with an example also, but these are few points, just keep in your mind, and when we'll go to the examples, I'll repeat these points so that you'll understand better. So in trend phase, you'll get big candle bodies. Big candles will be there, and the stock movement will be very speed. The momentum with which the price will move will be in a very steep way. That is, the movement will be very fast. Okay. Is there some, if somebody is not understanding English now, you can just pin me in the chat. I will repeat the same thing in Hindi also. If there is someone like that, I can do that as well. So in trend phase, the movement will be very fast. With the momentum, the price will move. It's gonna be very fast. So you have to take a quick decision there. So this is one way of identifying. One way is that there will be big candles. Okay, the body size of the candle in trend phase will be very big, and the movement will be very fast. And we also call trend phase as the main trend of the stock. Okay, I have just used the word upward trend and downward trend. So in trend phase, the stock is in main trend. Okay, we'll see how to decide a main trend now in the example part. And this trend phase is the best part to enter the trade because you'll get your targets very fast. As I've told you before, the movement is in the stock is very fast, so you'll get your targets also in a quick way. So you don't have to wait for a longer period in that. We'll go to the example now. So I have highlighted, if the example is not clear now, I'll zoom it also. So I have highlighted the part which is a trend phase. Okay, this is a downward chart. As you can see, the price is coming down. The price is coming down, so highlighted part is showing me trend phase. If you see, I'll just zoom this. If you see the trend phase, the candle size in trend phase is comparatively bigger than other part of the chart. See from here, from this point till this point, only in hardly 6 candles the price have moved from this point till this. So the momentum of the stock was very high here, and the candle body size is also quite big compared to other part of the chart. See here, the candle size are, the body size of the candles are very small, but in this portion, see, the candle size is comparatively big. So I have told you before, the candle size will be more in trend phase, so that condition is satisfied, and the movement will also be very fast. From this point till this point, hardly in 6 to 7 candle, the movement has been very quick. Okay, as I've told you, this is in downward trend, so only the red candle, whenever the red big candle is formed, that will be my trend phase. Okay, and here also, if you see, from this point till this point, the stock has been showing good momentum on the downside, so that will be my trend phase. Again, see this point, from this point till this point, I see big candles, big red candles are forming, and the momentum has been strong, so that will be my trend phase. So this green part will not be my trend phase because that is opposite to the main trend. From this point to this point, the stock has been going down. So my main trend will be only downwards, and my trend phase will be down. Okay. And similarly, you can see this part also. So the bodies which are forming here are very big, and the momentum of the stock is very quick. From this point till this point, in hardly 8 to 9 candles, the momentum has been very fast. From this point, we got to this point. Okay. So this is how the trend phase work. I'll show you one more example for trend phase in upward stock. I hope that this trend phase was clear in the previous example. Okay. If somebody had an doubt in there, he can ask me. Okay, I'll explain you this. Then if you have any doubt in trend phase, you can ask me. So see, from this point till this point, the stock has been in upward direction. Okay, so you can also use your trend lines. See, if you draw a trend line from this point till this point, you can easily indicate that this is an upward trend. So if you are sometime having a issue in identifying the main trend of the stock, you can use the trend line. Okay, if you are able to draw a trend line like from this point, wait a second, from this point till this point, your trend line will be in the downward direction. And if you in the similar way draw from this point to this point, it will be in the upward direction. So this trend line can indicate easily that the stock is in upward trend or downward trend. So in this case, the stock was in upward trend. So you can easily identify the highlighted part is my trend phase. So you can see there are big candles and the momentum has been strong in the upward direction. See, from this point the stock has moved in only three candles. It has covered a big price range, and then again they were stagnant. It was sideways after this. Okay, and if you see here also, from this point to this point, the momentum of the stock has been very great. Okay, hardly in 9 candles it has covered a big distance. Okay, then again see this part, it is in line with the main trend is upward direction, and the highlighted part is also green candles. Okay, and here we get one trend phase and here we get one trend phase. Okay, any doubt till now in this trend phase? You can ask me, you can unmute your mic and you can ask me now if somebody want. If it is clear, you can say yes and I'll move to next. Is this topic clear till now? So see, if the main trend of the stock is in upward direction, then you will get the movement. If it is against the main trend, the movement will be very slow. If the stock is moving in its trend phase, the momentum will be very fast. This is the rule of trend phase. You will get fast movements in trend phase. And this is also there that if the momentum will be fast, definitely you will get big candles. Without big candles, the momentum cannot happen. So these two things should be in line with each other. Okay, fine. So I think this part is clear. We'll go to the contraction part now. Okay, contraction part we also call it as contract consolidation, and you can use either of the term to indicate that. Okay, contraction and consolidation are nothing but the same. Okay, these are few points you can keep in your mind for consolidation. That is, in consolidation you'll get very small body candles. Okay, so the spelling here is wrong. I tried to mention V here. Ignore this E part. So in contraction phase, we get small candles and the wicks will be quite big compared to the bodies. We'll get good wicks either on the downside or on the upward side. So basically, in contraction phase, the stock is in indecision mode. Okay, or when the stock is in indecision, you'll also see clusters of dojis and spinning tops in consolidation. There's no rough and tough rule that you'll get spinning tops and dodges in consolidation, but the main rule is that you'll get candles with very small body. All right. So there will be no clear movement and it will be just a small range in which the stock will be moving. And in consolidation, what we get? We get indecision indication that whenever the stock is in consolidation, we'll come to know that the stock is in indecision mode. Okay, we'll see a few examples of consolidation. So the highlighted part here, if you see, is all consolidation. All candles here in the highlighted part are having very small body. I'll just zoom it a little bit. Okay, we'll go to the main charts also, but for understanding, just see the examples before we move to the live examples. Okay, so if you see, all these parts are having very small body. All right. The picture is not very clear, just manage with it. We'll show you, I'll show you more examples on the chart. Okay, so see this point, the bodies of this candle is very small. See this here also, the bodies are very small. This part also, if you see, it is very small. Okay, and here also, if you see, the bodies which are formed, the candles which are formed are having very small body. Okay, so after trend phase we get contraction, that is after the trend phase a stock will go in consolidation. All right, you have to follow this sequence, that is trend phase, after trend phase you will get consolidation, and after that you will see a pullback. Okay, now if we talk about stock, right, from this point to this point it was in trend phase, and after that it went into consolidation. In consolidation you can ignore the candle color. Okay, as we, the only indication we get in consolidation is that the stock is in indecision mode. So if the color is green or red, that generally does not matter to us. Okay, so in consolidation mode the stock will be in indecision mode. So if you see here also, from this point to this point the stock was in trend phase and then it went in a small range, so that is our consolidation range. Okay, so sometime what will happen, you'll get the flag in trend phase and then consolidation part will be your flag. So you can also identify that in that way also. We have discussed pole and flag pattern, right? So in trend phase you'll get the pole and the flag you'll get in consolidation mode. In that way also you can identify it. ठीक है, यहाँ पे I mean in this, if you see the highlighted part, it is having small bodies. So all these highlighted part are giving me indication that the stock is in indecision mode. Okay, we'll see one more example now. Okay, I have, so this is the only example. We'll see the other example on the chart. Okay, so now so the consolidation part is clear, I hope. We'll go to pullback. If you have any doubt you can ask me if you have not understood the basic concept. If you have understood you can say me yes. Okay, fine. So now we'll move to pullback. So we have completed trend phase, after that consolidation, and then we have pullback now. Okay, so pullback, or we can also call it as expansion. Fine.
हेलो सर.
Yeah, sir. बोलिए sir.
हाँ सर, टाइम फ्रेम कौन सा यूज करने का सर इसमें
हाँ
सर?
सर देखिए, अगर आप इंट्राडे कर रहे हैं तो सर आप 15 मिनट्स का टाइम फ्रेम यूज कीजिए, वो बेस्ट रहेगा इंट्राडे अगर आप यूज कर रहे हैं तो.
हाँ सर.
ठीक है सर.
हाँ सर.
ओके.
हाँ सर, ओके ओके, थैंक्स.
Okay, so this is the pullback now. After contraction we have moved to pullback. So pullback is also known as against the main trend. If the stock is in upward direction, you get a signal that the stock is going in downward direction, so that will be your pullback. Okay, that will be a pullback in the upward trend. If the same way the main trend is in downward direction, the price starts moving in upward direction, so that will be your pullback in the downward direction. Okay, and generally if the pullback is still 70%, we consider that as a pullback only. If the pullback goes to 80%, then it is like there is a high chances of trend reversal in that. So I hope yesterday we have covered Fibonacci topic. In that Vinod sir has told you about 70% retracement, 50% retracement. So that is, this point is from there. So if the retracement or the pullback is till 70%, okay, from the recent low to recent high, that is till 70%, we will still consider that as a pullback. But if it is going more than 80%, then there are high chances that it is a trend reversal. Okay, so this is one point which you have to remember. So this is an example of pullback. So from this point till this point the stock was in upward movement, and the highlighted part if you see are red candles. So this is the candles which are forming against the main trend, so that is my pullback. Okay, after moving from this point to this point it was forming red candles, so that is my pullback. One more point which you can keep in your mind is that, see, whenever the stock is in pullback mode, it will form good candles. So, okay, compared to contraction mode, in expansion mode, you will get good candles. But the candle size will not be as big as they were in trend phase. Okay, because this is the secondary trend of the stock. The main trend is in upward direction, so secondary trend will be downward direction, which is highlighted. We also call that as pullback. Okay, you can also call this as secondary trend. So highlighted part is having all red candles and the main trend is in upward direction. Okay, if you see here, the highlighted part is also having big candles, but that last for very less time. So hardly in here, if you see, only 3 candles are there. Here hardly 3 candles, and here we have 3 candles again, and here we have 4 to 5 candles. So this expansion phase or pullback generally lasts for very less period. Okay, and after seeing a pullback in a upward trend, if you enter on the sell side, okay, you will be stuck in this, because this sell, if you enter on sell side after seeing a red candle here, this this sell this this downtrend will last for very less part. Okay, because the main trend is in down upward direction, and if by mistake you enter on the sell side, you will not get a chance to exit from there. You will be waiting for your SL, but if you have not placed it, the stock will move very fast, that and you will have to book higher losses in that. So it is advised that if the main trend is in upward direction, you wait for the stock to come in back into its main trend. For example, here it was in pullback, so I will not enter here. I will wait for a good candle to form. So here there was one good candle, so high of that I will enter with a small SL at the low. Okay, this part I'll repeat in the on the charts when we'll go to the charts. Just for now, you just keep in your mind, you have to enter in the trend phase. Or if you'll get the experience, then you can easily identify when the pullback is getting finished, so you can also enter at that time. That will give you better targets. Okay, with the example of intraday, I'll show you that. But right now, just keep in mind that in pullback, you'll get good candles, but it will last for very small time, and that will be the secondary trend of the stock. So the main trend is upward direction. This pullback is my secondary trend. Okay, one more example I show. So now see on your screen, this is a complete stock. So I have drawn from, just ignore this part now. I have only drawn expansion and trend phase in this. Okay. So from here to here, this was in downtrend, and the red lines which you are seeing is my trend phase in this, and the green lines which you are seeing, that is my expansion. Okay, I have not drawn contraction in this, because that will last for very small time, and indicating that will be a issue. So just for now, just keep in your mind, from this point till this point, this was in downward direction. So the red lines which you are seeing from here to here is my trend phase, and the green line which you are seeing is my expansion. If you see here, the main trend was in downward direction, and then I have drawn a green line here, so that is my expansion or a secondary trend. Okay, for example, the main trend was down, it started moving upward direction. That will be my secondary trend. Okay. In the similar way, from here to here, it has started moving in upward direction. Now the green lines is my trend phase, and the small red lines you are seeing is my expansion or secondary trend. Okay. So whenever the secondary trend is getting over, you can enter on the buy side. I'll tell you how you can do that later. But for now, just understand this. So from this point to this point, if you'll see big red green lines, you'll see, and the red lines are very small. Okay, see how small the red line is here, how small the red line is here, and see here also it is small, and again it is a small red line here and a red line here. So the main trend is in upward direction, which is indicated by green line. Okay. Now I'll move to one more example. So the same thing I have highlighted here. So this is the downward part, which is downward trend, which is highlighted. You can just see it here. Same thing is that, see, down red green red color line you are seeing is a downward movement which is indicated, and this green line is a expansion of the secondary trend. Okay. Now there is a concept of higher high and higher low. Okay. I'll tell you, just try to understand this. This won't be much complicated, but try to understand. Okay. So from here we'll start. Higher high is like we have to indicate higher high and higher lows compared to the recent lower high which the stock has made. Okay, we'll start from this point. This is Oro Pharma. You can also see it 1 hour chart, and the date is like 7th April, and you can also see this chart. Fine. So from this, the stock has started moving in upward direction from this point till this point. This was in trend phase. Okay, you see green candles with big body, and it has made a high. So I have mentioned higher high here. From this point to this point, it has been in secondary trend, and when this secondary trend will get over, that will be my higher low. Okay, then again it went and made a new high. See, this new high is compared to this high because it has broken the previous high. It has made a new high. I have given a name as higher high. Okay, okay, so this is the logic behind this. This high is broken and it has made a new high. So I have written again higher high here. Then stock went in secondary trend and it has made a low here and have made a higher low. This is higher low because the previous low was here. This low is higher than this point, so a higher low is formed here. Then again the stock has moved in upward direction and it has made a new high. This high is higher than this, that's why we have given a name as higher high. And then there is a secondary trend in this and it has made a low before going up, so that will be my higher low. Okay, then again it went up till here, it has broken this high. Okay, we could have marked it here, but I have not marked it because that will create confusion on the chart. Okay, so here also if you see, this was the high and the stock has gone till higher point than this. So here also if you want, you can write that it is a higher high. Then it has gone in secondary trend and it has made a low here which was higher than the previous low. So a higher low is there. Then again if you see, the stock has broken this previous high and made a new high. So that will be another higher high for us. Okay, then a secondary trend has started, right? If you see, it is a cluster of indecision candle and few pullbacks candle, big pullbacks candle. Okay, this is a pullback candle, this is a pullback candle. These are all consolidation mode candles which are indicating us indecision. Okay, here I will repeat an important point. Sometime what will happen, a stock will go in consolidation and you won't see an expansion in that. You won't see, for example, this is the upward trend. Sometimes you will not see pullback in this or red candles in this after forming consolidation small candles, that is contraction phase candles. It will directly go into trend phase and it will skip the pullback. Okay, for example, here if you see, there was one or two green red candles and again it went into upward direction. So here there was no indecision candles. Okay, directly it went to upward direction. And if you see here also, there were three candles and there were no indication of indecision here. Okay, and directly forming one or two red candles, it has went into upward direction. So here it has skipped consolidation and sometime it will skip pullbacks also. So you can identify that whenever a high is broken after forming one or two indecision or red color candles in the main trend, you can identify that the stock has started moving in upward direction. Okay, so we were somewhere here. After forming a higher high, the stock has went in sideways or consolidation mode. It has made a higher low. So I have marked that as a higher low because this was the previous low and the low which the stock has made is higher than this point. So that will be a higher low. And again it has made and gone to a new high. So again I have mentioned higher high. Alright. So I hope this higher high and higher low concept is clear. If it is not clear, you can ask me now. Or if it is clear, you can say me yes. Okay, fine, Amit. Okay, same thing I have mentioned in a different date. Okay, so if you see here, again here if you see the blue lines, that is nothing but the higher lows. Okay, to give you little clarity because the previous chart was little congested one, I have drawn blue lines in this. Okay, so if you see the lowest part is here is higher low, the lowest part is higher low, the lowest part is higher low, higher low, higher low, till the stock is continuing this concept of higher low, higher highs. That will indicate us that there is good bullish in this, there is good buying in this, and after and there is no trend reversal till this condition is broken. I'll show you example when this condition is broken, and you will exit from that. Okay, if you have somewhere entered the stock after seeing that, for example, you are somewhere here. Okay, you see that the stock has broken the higher high here. You have entered on the buy side. So if you have the capital and you can stay in that trend, you should stay till the point till the stock is continuing this condition of higher high and higher lows. Okay, so till these conditions are fulfilling, okay, till that time I will be staying in this stock. Okay, that is one way of trading. So this is trend. This in this way you can stay in the stock for a longer time to book longer profits. Okay, I'll show you an example when this higher and higher lows concept will be broken, and you should exit from that. See, from here the stock was in, okay, we'll just see from here you see it has made a higher high, it has made a higher high here, this was a higher low, this is a higher low, but now the stock, if you see this point, this higher low is broken and it has made a lower low here. So here you will exit from this. Okay, so from here it has started. If you see from here, this from this point it has gone and made a higher high. So the higher high I have mentioned HH here. Okay, this is nothing but higher high. This is the short form which I have mentioned, HH. So you can just see this point as higher high. From this point till this point, this was a high high which this has made, then a higher low is made, then again a high is made, and a higher low is made. So if you have somewhere entered here and you see the stock was moving up, so when this lower low is made, you will exit from this. Okay, in the similar way, if you have again entered when this high was broken, and when you see this lower low is made, so you will exit from this. Okay, now the same thing, we have a different concept for downward trend. There, when the stock is in downward trend, you will get lower highs and lower lows. Okay, so I have told you that if the stock is in downward direction, it will form big candles in trend phase. Okay, so this is my trend phase here, this is my, yes sir, exactly, this is very useful for positional purpose. For intraday also you can use it, but that will require a good experience. Okay, I'll tell you how I use this for intraday, so that you will also get an idea and you can use this for your trading. Okay, if you have a good knowledge of pullbacks, right, so sometimes what you can do is, if your SL is getting hit and you have not placed your SL, you can exit from that stock in the pullback. I'll tell you how it can be done, but that requires little practice, and if you'll keep practicing, you'll get that. It is no rocket science, just the thing is you have to practice a bit. Okay, so for positional this works perfectly, but for intraday you have to practice a bit. Yeah, so this is a downward trend chart. Okay, so every lower point is marked as lower low. So this was the low which the stock has made, and this point is the new low which the stock has made, and this is the new low, this is the new low, this is the new low, and this is the new low, and again we have a lower low here. Okay, the stock is making lower lows with every fall, and the high which if you see, this is the lower high. Okay, after making a low, the stock was in secondary trend or in pullback. In pullback it will make a lower high. Yeah, okay, so it was making a lower high, so the lower high is made, and again it went down, this high was not broken, and it has made a lower high because this high is lower than the previous high, so this is lower high. Okay, in the similar way, here we have one lower high, here we have one lower high, and here we have one lower high, and again if you see, this lower high is not broken, and we get a lower high here, and again stock, if you see, there is a big fall in this. And now if somebody want to trade this after the expansion or after the stock is in pullback, for example, if you see this point here, it was in pullback, so when the lower low is broken, you can enter on it, and your SL will be a higher low side. So if you are entering somewhere here, this point, this lower high you can keep as your SL, and you can stay in the stock till these conditions are met. Okay, we'll go to one more example. If you see, the stock was in downtrend, here was a lower low. Okay, this meeting will end in 5 minutes. I'll just complete this example, then we'll again meet to discuss the same examples on other charts. Okay, I'll complete this fast. So if you see from here to here, this was in downtrend. This is a lower low, LL, which I have mentioned. This is a lower high. So again, the stock has made a lower low and has made a lower high. So this is a lower high because this high is not broken. But if you see this point, this lower high is broken and it has made a higher high. So when this lower high is broken, it will make a higher high. Okay, because this is higher than this point. So here the downtrend is, you will get an indication that the downtrend is getting reversed, or there is high chances that the downtrend will change to upward trend. Okay, that is the logic. So if you have entered somewhere when this low is broken, so here will be your entry, and you will see that the stock has made a lower low here, then it went in pullback. So when this kind of scenario will happen, you will exit from this. Okay, that is the logic behind this. I hope it has been clear till now. Okay. Yes, sir, you can consider the shadows also, and you should consider it. Okay. If you just see the body, that will give you confusion. You have to consider the shadows also. Okay, fine. We'll again meet. Okay. I think this meeting will end. So everyone just leave fast and join fast. Everyone leave from the meeting.